Warning.
You are now tuned in to 7 Mile Radio. 7 Mile Radio.
Hey y'all, we back with another Crushed Up podcast over here with Mark D at 7 Mile Radio. Today it's me, Crush, and who is this?
That chick.
And who are you?
Big up, Minnesex.
And who are you?
I am the captain of the ship.
He is the
Captain Picard.
We have the captain here. Okay. So, we have an interesting show tonight. Tonight, we're going to be getting into a couple things. We're going to get into Goofy of the Hour. We're going to get into our topic. And we have an interview with Big Up Menace X. He's going to get into his artistry and the things that he have going on. So, make sure you guys are staying tuned. Make sure you guys are stay here and listen to what we have going on tonight. So, first up on the show, we do Goofy of the Hour as soon as we open the show up. And tonight, Kaya is, am I saying her name right?
My neck, my back.
Yeah, my neck, my back.
Did she do something new? What makes her the Goofy tonight? What did she do something?
You ain't see?
No, I didn't.
So, I don't know if y'all know, like, Kaya got this hatred for Trina that runs
Absolutely.
so deep, right? But tonight, I'm talking about her because she just tried to, like, run Sexy Red down in the ground and Sukihana. Now, we know that Sukihana and Sexy Red is, like, what everybody call the most ratchetest, the ratchet music, girls of the industry or whatever. But, they in their bag, they getting their checks, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, at the end of the day, it's all entertainment, right? Mm-hmm. So, Kaya was upset that, Sexy Red, Kaya was mad at people for comparing her or comparing Sexy Red and Sukihana to her. And she was saying, what was she saying?
She said, they raised off of Trina. She said, you ain't never called me losing a phone. I ain't never sucked no man's toe. And I don't eat ass.
I think she went back off into some shit with Trina again, and was just like, to me, she just looked like a big ass hater. Yeah, so that's why she got the Goofy of the Hour tonight.
Yes.
Because she just looked like a hater.
She gotta hang it up.
Definitely. Because at this point, boo, like, it's clout. It's looking like a clout chase. And you looking miserable. Very miserable. Okay? Mm-hmm. So, we have our guest here. Now, Big Up Menace X. Tell us a little about yourself. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, I first and foremost want to say I appreciate the opportunity to be able to talk on here, and I respect what y'all do.
Thank you.
Appreciate you, brother.
Where do I start? A breakdown of myself. I like to say I'm more of a scientist, a creative scientist. So I work on film and different experimental avenues through my life story to different, I want to say planes, as far as like airplanes, because I'm on a higher path in self right now. So that's what I like to look at it as.
Did you just see how my mouth just dropped? Like, I love that. Okay, go ahead, carry on.
But yeah, so that incorporates to multiple avenues of just different artistic abilities I try to strengthen in myself to inspire the next generation in a conscious manner. And sometimes that reflection brings other internal shadow folk, that's what I like to call them, shadow folk, bring their darkness, but it let me know I'm doing something right. So that's kind of just a rundown through the yesterday to today.
Did you consider yourself a spiritual person?
Most definitely.
Definitely.
Yeah, everything is spiritual to this table. This is wood. Wood has properties. Spirit. Every element has a spiritual property. So that's how I like to look at myself.
Yeah.
My eyes. Use my vision for a film, or ears, sound. So yeah.
Okay. So you consider yourself an experimental artist. Can you explain that a little bit more?
Yeah, so I'm from Highland Park. I stayed all around throughout Detroit, but I incorporated my life story into my art, and it created a misunderstanding at first when I first started off, because I wanted to do something completely different than what I was used to. I grew up rapping. Hip hop was always, in my blood. Everybody in my family does different type of art, from modeling to singing, and I just try to channel that essence into my everyday being with the word. And it's deep. Yeah, it's real deep. I think your internal growth reflects onto others, that sometimes people get hostile when you're finding yourself.
Yeah.
From a place like Detroit, they wanted me to be a street nigga or rap, excuse my language, but they wanted me to rap about scamming or those things. But I'm like, let me speak about raising our frequencies and self. Let me talk about this shadow. What is the spirit that makes Detroit abandoned? What is that spirit? What's the spirit of abandonment? People don't, they just look at it like it's destroyed terrain. And I felt like I wanted to capture that message of the destroyed terrain, of the people who feel destroyed in the city through the art. And it made me a target to be the, be that dot to shoot that,
Yeah. So, you speak really well. You're like very mature. How old are you?
24 going on infinity.
Yeah, I like that.
Mm-hmm.
So you don't.
Sound effects ready for this brother, because this. Go ahead, keep going.
He get deep, baby boy.
Gotta hit the da 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 da.
24 going on infinity. I like that. Like, I ain't gonna never die. Energy is never created nor destroyed, right,
That's
brother?
right.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So, what type, like, when you're writing a song, what is like your process for coming up with an idea?
In the beginning, I was learning myself, so I would use tools of melancholy, or what people like to say depression, or certain dark states, and I would transmutate that energy into a positive light to find God in myself. And I was on a spiritual quest, looking for everything but myself, and I learned that I'm the true key to myself to open that door I'm trying to get to.
So you believe in the Christ within?
Yes, I feel like whatever whatever anybody believe in, because everybody got their different beliefs, but it's all one eternal true creator that even implements that thought to create these different beings of names of higher light. You know what I mean? So yeah.
Yeah, I agree. What you got?
You want to go into the topic? Or
I think I want to talk to Big Up Menace X a little bit
you doing
more.
good with this.
You know what I'm saying? Because I'm very interested in what you like, for you to be a young guy and for you to be on this train of thought and this path of thought, because a lot of people have not met that level of consciousness. So, like, was it some type of it's something that happened, or some type of trauma, or some type of experience that helped you to recognize yourself in that light?
I like to say it's multiple experiences that created that, through internal conflict itself. Everybody got their struggles in heaven and hell that they got to, implement so they can get to that next level. And that's what I just looked at everything. I started skateboarding in the Salvation Army shelter. We stayed at the Salvation Army shelter 2007 on the east side. And they used to call me white boy outside. Like, look at the white boy, look at white boy. And I just knew I was on a higher path, but it isolated me. So I used, like, those experiences to find myself and to see addiction of family and different things and, sectors of what people go through, and made me realize, like, I got to be there for myself. And God let me know that I got me and God got me.
Yeah.
Whoever God is to you, that's that's the higher self. You are God because God flows through you if you allow it to be.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah,
we are all made in God's image. So
yeah,
I don't understand when people get upset about you saying that you are, a God. Like, because we are made in His image, so we are smaller versions of God. I named myself Crush the Goddess, and I got a little bit of pushback in the beginning when I did that, and it was like, it was almost as the energy of, who are you to call yourself a goddess? You know what I'm saying? So definitely, most definitely, I understand that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I feel like the biggest thing that I wish would resonate through my work to the next generation is to be able to be open and comfortable with yourself beyond your upbringings. Because it's like, you know, I come from a place where it's street shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, I'm into vinyl records and Japanese 90 films and shit. Like, but those experiences forced me to look at the world from an outsider's perspective with that element of street. You know, I like to call it sci-fi spiritual street. So it's like all these different elements in one that create everybody's being. Like, I'm sure everybody in this room have different influences that make them feel like who they are than just what the ideal is supposed to be of who you are, where you're from. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I want to resonate with my work, is like, you could be from the hood and be into strange things per se to others, you know, and still be like solid. You could still be this or that and be interested in other avenues.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's true. It's like people try to put you in a box and be like, oh, you can only do this or go this far. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I hate. I hate for people to put me in a little square and tell me what I can do and where I can go and what I can move, and like tell me I can't be successful, or I can't be a millionaire, or I can't have this, or I can't have that. But it's okay for them to have their dreams and their goals and their inspirations. But when it comes to the next person, it's limited.
That's because most people, their spirit is in a box. Yeah, and it's a dark place.
Absolutely.
Hot or cold, whatever it is. It could be light too, because some people could be infatuated with all the physical things but have nothing internally.
Oh yeah.
You know, so you can have it all in the world, but you don't even have the world inside of you.
Yeah, emptiness.
So, yeah.
Just a shell of a human. Yeah, so you're pretty deep there. So tell us a little bit more about your movies and stuff like that you're into.
Yeah, I started making films about a long time now. 24. I've been making art since I was 3. So since 2004, I've been getting it in pretty much.
Okay.
And but that experience, like I said earlier, incorporated into my visual work, and I started making these very specific type elements into my visual style. And I was inspired, like I said, by a lot of East Asian cinema and foreign films, and even like 70s black exploitation films, and just more so the writing, like, or the comedic timing of things. And I incorporated that into my everyday life through film. So I wasn't allowed to go around a lot of kids and stuff. You know, I grew up in the hood, but I wasn't in the streets. I was in my room watching V98.7 or Sade with V98.7 jazz radio station. So I just listened to that.
So you more into, so you basically, you're not really into the hip hop, the regular popular hip hop stuff. You're more into a more laid back.
Yeah, it's like
style.
I guess I could appreciate, the more I grow, I could appreciate the new age. I just don't like, I don't appreciate the message that's being pushed onto the masses, because it pushes confusion and a lower frequency, which is fine, because you got to do what you got to do so they can get to where they need to be. So sometimes they got to do certain things to do certain things. If you get what I'm saying.
Wouldn't that be considered selling yourself out, or selling your soul?
There's a lot of different words for things. I feel like sometimes selling out could be a good thing internally, whatever their goal be, but you said it, not me. So that's my answer to that. It's all good, because that message needed to be repeated. That spirit work, man.
But yeah, I feel you.
Yeah, so I think that's the biggest thing, is just through my films. I know I'm kind of, but it all intertwines everything I'm talking about on the message. But I just wanted my films to make people feel a certain way, even if it made them uncomfortable, because that's how they know they're growing. You know, I'll have something so otherworldly, to where it's some alien shit. That's what I say. I'm from Triton. Triton is a moon of Neptune. Niggas from Detroit like, what the fuck is he talking about?
Right.
But I start spitting shit, and then they're like, oh, okay, he's on some like other.
It actually makes sense.
Yeah, but sometimes you have to be the insane one to be able to bear light onto new beginnings of
That's
the
true.
next, you know. So like the Statue of Liberty, that I love how she holding it up, you know, bearing that light.
So I mean, I feel that, because it's like sometimes you have to think outside the box. You know, sometimes you have to get outside that box and show people something different, because it's like in this city, everybody is like stuck mostly. Not everybody. It's not fair to say everybody, but a vast majority is stuck on a certain type of look and lifestyle.
Yeah.
So when somebody different approaches, they don't know how to accept it, because it's not the norm. or what they're used to seeing or doing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'm glad that you was able to be different and be yourself and not succumb to what everybody else wanted you to do and be. That takes a lot of strength. And I'm proud of you. Give this young man an applause.
Shouts out everybody out there. Peace and blessings. Y'all all winners out there. You understand me?
That's true.
Shouts out NWO and Davis Dillon and my cobbler from Atlanta, my shoe cobbler.
Hey. So I feel like that was a good interview. You got anything else you want to tell us before we get into the topic today?
I just want to say I hope everybody's having a beautiful night and very prosperous and abundant night and year and decade for all.
Yes.
Yeah.
I second that.
Most definitely.
So that chick is going to get into the topic tonight, you guys.
So,
That chick.
tonight's topic is releasing bad habits. Now, you got to release those bad habits in order to receive the good ones.
I agree 100%.
Okay, so we all in agreement.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
So what would be the first step?
what would be your first step, Jay?
Re-ask the question again so I could properly analyze my answer.
This boy got a computer in his head. That's what I'm saying. Hard drive. That's a robot we sitting over here. That's a whole
Releasing bad
microchip.
habits.
Sit
So
here.
we got a question to say. What bad habits are we talking about with the laughing face side to the side? Well, I would say anything that's hindering you from growth could be considered a bad habit. You know what I'm saying? I have some bad habits myself. You feel me?
People.
Yeah.
Everybody got some type of addiction.
Yeah.
Vice, if you will.
Vice.
Right.
Yeah.
And we live in a day and age now, right, where it seems as if bad things or toxic things are celebrated, right? Even being a toxic person, as they call it, is like people like they want to be that, they celebrate it. Like and if you really think, I mean, ain't nothing to really think about. Toxic is a special type of garbage, ain't it? It's the worst kind of garbage.
Oh yeah.
That ain't nothing that you want to be. You know what I mean? And we live in a toxic society now. That's the reason why things are the way they are, I believe. And it's celebrated and perpetuated to the point where, you know, dare I say it, I mean, even down into the music and the TV shows and all of that. The toxicity is celebrated, is looking forward to, even on social media. You know, we gravitated to it for some reason. You know what I mean?
I totally agree.
Like a magnet.
Yeah.
Pulling everybody in very low. Very low.
So, do you guys feel like bad habits can prevent you from being your best self and meeting your goals and having like a more positive drive?
Yeah, I feel like
as a self.
it's like per se, because you know it could be multiple things. Some people, their habit or their goal could be something negative. So I feel like it's really off of your internal attention.
That's kind of like why you don't want everybody praying for you.
That part.
So you don't know who you actually who you actually worship.
You can't say that shit again, man.
Yeah.
That is so true. That's so deep. Right there, Mike. That's the whole topic.
For real.
We gotta come back and do that topic.
I don't like everybody touching me.
I'm
either.
praying for you, like
Even when it comes to hairdressers and stuff, I have to watch who I let touch me because you
transfer of energy.
Yeah,
Yes.
I can't do
It's
it.
very much real.
Yeah, I mean, just like no different than you know, sexual energy.
That
You
part,
understand? You know
the
what I mean?
soul
And
ties.
you're touching. That's beyond touch. You're entering. You're sharing a body basically. You know what I'm saying? With this person.
Sharing DNA at that
You know
point.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So yeah, touching is, you know, transfer of energy just so much as that. Well, not so much of it,
But,
but you know,
yeah.
it's just like that, similar.
Yeah, it is. It really is, y'all. And so, what would y'all say would be the importance of letting go of things that's not serving you?
It's
Growth.
That's the
Number
main
one,
thing.
yeah.
It's the growth.
Why would I want to hold on to something that is not serving me? You know what I mean? That's me dragging dead weight. That's making my journey harder than it needs to be.
Sorry.
Right.
You know what I mean? And then the crazy part about that is, especially when it relates to people, sometimes people have a hard time cutting that thing off that they so superficially attached to. You know what I'm saying? Even being a person, right?
Yeah.
Because now again, I'm so attached to it. It hurts me to cut this person off, not knowing that it's gonna hurt me in the long run. You know what I'm saying? To keep this thing on me, because it's gonna change the position that I was in. It's gonna change the place that I would have been, further on down the line. I would have been better off, had I not had this cancer attached to me. You know what I'm saying? No. Even though it would have hurt me to cut it off, so I'm either gonna hurt myself now to cut it off, or I'm gonna hurt myself later by keeping it, and in my end result of what I'll be when I still have this thing attached to me. This
and
weight.
I was about to say, you might be worse off by keeping that.
Yeah, no, they ain't no might. You will be sometimes, and that's what I was getting. The point I was getting to. A lot of people get to that crossroad where they have to make that decision where they want to cut it off or keep it, and they can't because they so attached. You know what I mean? And they don't even sometimes they don't even realize.
You don't recognize it at all.
Yeah. And I like how you said might. You know how you said might. And a lot of people, I'm switching two words. You said might, but then what you said, I heard you said crossroads, and then that's why people got to have, might in themselves to be able to go to that next crossroad. That's just how my brain comprehended what you just said.
Yeah.
And that starts with growth.
Basically.
Yeah, and that's what growth of accomplishing new goals is, getting past that new railroad itself.
But I think a lot of times the bad habit. We are our own bad habit.
We are our own worst enemy.
Yeah, because we hold on to so much, like you said, and sometimes I think it starts with family too. It starts with family, and we just feel like since bloodline, since that is our family by blood, then we have to. These people have to go and everywhere that I go, but it's okay for them not to go, and I think that's
sometimes
like
those are the
hard.
hardest detachments that we have to make. You know what I mean? And sometimes those are the most cancerous people.
Yes,
that are around us. You know what I mean?
This is true.
Yeah, because a lot of family when it comes to support, they don't support you, but they support others. And then when you come and be like, hey, because this your family, so I feel like you need to go with me. So I'm telling you my desires and stuff, and I'm like, well, I think this, and then, but yet you shooting me down. But yet you build the other people up.
Oh, yeah.
That ain't taking you with them.
That's right.
Story many times on the podcast when it comes to a conversation about family supporting you, right? So y'all know I do journalism, you know what I'm saying? I do the news, podcasts, all of that, to the point that I got a fucking exhibit in the Detroit Historical Museum.
Congratulations, Marcus. That's what
I like to hear.
So now, when I was in the process of getting the first news van, the first independent news van on the road, right? I had a campaign out there for my following to support and donate to a GoFundMe or my Patreon, $10 a month to help me get the news van on the road, right? So I pitched this campaign to one of my cousins. My cousin told me that if she signed up for $10 a month, guess what she said, y'all?
What she gonna get?
She wanted 10% stake in my company.
Wow.
Sorry.
But I go live when I get the news van, right? After I get it. I go live, you know what I'm saying? Everybody, congratulations, Mar. I ain't even got the plate on the van. I'm riding hot back. That's part of the reason why I'm live, so somebody can see me if something happens. I'm just so excited. So guess who jumps in the comments?
Oh, not that cousin.
Oh my God, Mark, I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of you. What's your GoFundMe? I'm about to send you $100. And she sent $100 to the GoFundMe. I said, thank you for the gas money. Because people are not going to support you until you get to the point that you don't need their support.
Yeah, and I don't need you to walk with me.
Now you want to point the finger and say, oh, that's my cousin in the museum. But when I needed your support to get there, you wanted a piece of it. You wanted a receipt for a minute donation of $10. You wanted something to show for it. And I'm your family. So again, that's just, an example to, your family would be sometimes the last people to support you. And the strangers that have not breathed air in the same room with me ever are the ones that will come through, you know what I'm saying? Because they support and really believe in what it is, as opposed to someone who's going to be jealous internally, you know what I'm saying, for your success. So that's the reason why they wouldn't help you, because they really don't want you to get there.
Yeah. That's what I was thinking, Mark, too. They don't want to see you win. That's why they don't help you.
They're really jealous of you. They don't think you deserve it. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of people look at my following. People are jealous of me because of my Facebook following. I don't deserve the fanfare. I don't deserve the respect and all that. Yeah, because these are people that's in the close proximity of you. They're not going to see you. They're not going to respect you. Basically, they're going. You just Mark from down the street.
Right.
Why do everybody love you so much?
I don't understand that.
It's crazy.
It's really crazy. Like I think about it like
People
you
hate
know,
you. People hate you just because people love you so much.
That's true. That's true.
For no other
For
reason
no
than
reason.
just that. They
Just
Because
because
they
people
don't
love you.
have that light.
Yeah. They
That's
look at
why.
you and they see
Yeah.
voids in their own
And,
self.
and you have that
Their
light
own
that they
lives.
just want to
Yeah.
dim your light so bad. They just want to dim your light. Okay, so
So you gotta let them people go.
Swat all the
we gotta-
mosquitoes. Swat
Yeah.
away all the
You
mosquitoes.
gotta let them go. Let them go.
I swear to God.
And that is exactly why, like she
No
said,
matter who it
everybody can
is.
go. Whether it be friends, family, whoever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? When, like DMX say, when a snake show you this, just a snake, believe it. And believe that it's going to bite you. That's what snakes do, basically. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I trust people to be exactly who they are, nobody else.
Yeah, you got to trust the snake to be, trust them to be who they are. When they show you who they are, believe them.
Most definitely.
And I feel like parasitic kin. That's what I like to call them people. You know, they're
Parasitic king.
your kin, but they're parasitic. They only come when your money is 6 feet tall, so you can stand on it, or you're being buried 6 feet in the dirt,
And that's a damn shame.
And they can grab it.
and they
And
can
that's
grab
a shame.
something. And if it's flowers on your casket, they're going to grab it and take Instagram photos. with it.
They
That
take them
part.
home. They take
Yeah.
the flowers home and make
Have all the
plants with 'em.
plants and stuff growing in the house. This is my beautiful plant right here.
I got this from such and such funeral.
And all the flowers turn brown.
And never supported them.
Yeah. That's why I told my kids I don't want no funeral. If I died tomorrow, y'all better not give me a funeral. I'll come back and hunt the shit out of y'all ass. Ain't nobody coming to my funeral but close friends and family. And they know who that is. Period.
That part.
I ain't
Some
no.
of us
If
come to your
you
funeral just to make sure you're dead.
exactly,
For real.
exactly.
And that's the crazy
And you
part.
you ain't
Celebrate
support
this
me in
day,
real
yeah,
life,
yeah.
but you want to come and stare me in the casket. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. I never
Yeah.
understand that. But we gonna move on. We're gonna move away from that. So, y'all, how do y'all feel about goal setting? Do y'all feel like in order to be successful, you need to set foundational goals?
Most
Or
definitely.
Absolutely.
like you see people who don't set goals versus people who do set goals.
Yeah, setting goals is
It's
very
a big
important.
difference.
Here's the
Yeah,
thing.
it
Here's the
is.
thing, right? I don't care if you worked at KFC, if you worked at Chrysler, or any Fortune 500 company or organized crime. It's a procedure that's in place where you have to create the product or whatever it is that you in business to sell. And not only that, there's a hierarchy, you know what I'm saying, and a ranking in place of the people, you know what I mean, that must be respected. So right there is the structure. That right there is the, you know what I mean, if not nothing else.
I feel like it's not. I feel like it's not a goal until you make a plan, until you wrote it out and made a plan of action. Cause you could just hope and say anything.
And that could
But
be
until
people
you-
writing too. That could be people's version of writing too. If you put it out in the, in the mist.
What, in the universe.
Yeah, that could be writing it in the esoteric way.
Okay.
But I feel
Teach me
like
something.
if you write it on paper, that's a better way to manifest. Is write it on paper and believing and envisioning that.
Yep.
It's working on yourself first inside. Be the person that even deserves that next.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, faith without works is dead, right?
Oh yeah.
So if you have faith in something, then you do all that you can to show God that this is what I want. I'm gonna put my best foot forward by planning something. You know what I'm saying? By structuring something. Not just saying, oh, this is what I want to do or this is what I'm gonna do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I feel like people who don't plan, who don't set their goals properly, is just a hope or a wish.
Yeah. Not getting
Per
the work
se.
done. Yeah.
Yeah.
Got to get the work done.
Yeah.
The physical.
The physical, and that's
Yeah.
where a lot of people fall off with dreams and stuff because they don't want to put the work in to physically do the work. You see what I'm saying? Like Mark, you couldn't be who you are
Everybody
without
want
putting
it.
the work
Everybody
in.
want it. Yeah, everybody want it. You know what I'm saying? That's the problem with a lot of problem with our people, right? When we go back to that hierarchy, there's the top of the totem pole, right? And the people who do the work and have the skill set and all of that to get there, and there's people that just want it, and they just want the credit. They have none of the skill set, none of the talent, none of the information, nothing to do it. They just want the credit and the attributes of the dude at the top. You know what I mean? That's what a lot of problem with our people, because we knock the dude at the top off or try to copy what they doing as opposed to support them and get behind them and making that platform or that entity bigger, whatever it is.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's the reason why, case in point, like in Detroit, how they say, well now, we have more of a thriving entertainment and music scene, but how they would say years ago, we don't have no big record labels in the city. We don't have no big movie production companies. You know what I mean? Everybody wants too many chiefs and not enough Indians, basically, is the concept. Everybody want to be the leader, but don't nobody want to do the work or even have the skill set, the talent, the heart, the mindset, the drive, determination, all of what it takes to get to the top. You don't have it. You just want the paycheck. You want the credit. You want the shine, the light. And that's the problem with a lot of our people. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They don't want to do the work. They can't do the work. Look at and we talk about other ethnic groups like the Mexicans because they work so fucking hard and so fucking much. Or the Italians, they work so hard, so they work together type shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But they, you know what I mean? That's the type of shit that we should be doing. And in fact, like they pattern themselves after old ethics of our ancestors. And now we brainwashed and put in the place where they want us to be because of I ain't even gonna open that book.
I ain't even coming together.
I
That's
ain't
why.
gonna open that book, pun intended. But yeah,
No, seriously.
yeah.
Like
Reaching
that's
for the
another thing about
stars.
black folks. They don't read nothing.
Don't read and they
They
don't
don't
come
read, man.
together.
Yeah.
They read only what they're being given to read. They only do the research that the people tell them that like they don't research outside of the box.
I don't even think they do the research.
And they don't read. They don't even read the shit that they give them.
They
that
just
they
do.
give
I was
them.
about to say that.
Just
I
go.
was thinking,
what I'm
boy, you don't
saying?
even read that.
And then when we was in grade school, the class was called reading and comprehension. So it's another thing to read it, but it's another thing to comprehend what it is that you read. You know what I'm saying? And how you comprehend it. So again, our comprehension skills is another thing that's probably on the lower end of the totem pole in regards to us needing the things that we need to know about, the necessities.
That most definitely.
Oh yeah. I like
Yeah.
that. Well said.
Yep, pretty much. So, like, how do y'all set goals?
How do we what?
Set goals.
Saddle?
Yep.
Writing,
Yeah, me too.
praying.
Yeah, praying definitely.
You know, you gotta pray over it all the time. I always keep a little note, and I keep like, far as like how much money I want, and everything. I keep it in my wallet.
Yeah.
So I always be able to remind myself, like, even when I be in the mall doing a little shopping, I read that note, like, oh, bitch, you gotta say, you can't get that today. Just a reminder of what I'm trying to do and where I'm trying to go. Like, you just gotta be hard on yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And as far as my bad habits, I write those down too, and I burn them.
Yeah, burning them.
I burn them. I got to release it because I don't want to carry that. And I feel much better too after I do it.
Yeah.
And I write down everything so it can be your name. Whatever it is.
If it's something
if I need this person removed out my life, I got to write this down. I got to write down, I need to stop going out so much. I need, whatever it is. Yeah, and I write it down. I meditate, I pray about it, burn it, and release it, and don't look back. And that's how I got far, because I got some stories.
Stay on top of it.
I got some stories.
You want to go? You want to tell us what you do?
Work hard.
You work hard?
That's the hard work. Lots of internal, external, and learning. I think that's how I set my goals.
Okay.
I learn.
So you base your goal setting in learning and growing.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So a little technique that I do is I write what I want in the immediate for myself. So I would write myself as, today I woke up, my day was beautiful. Everything went perfect. I had a beautiful day at work. My kids are behaving the way I want them to. Even though they are of age, they still get on my nerves. So sometimes I need that extra help. You know what I'm saying? My family is healthy. I'm successful in what I'm trying to do. I don't have these problems in my life. And I write that in the present tense. I visualize, I see myself where I want to be and what I want to do.
Now. Right now.
Yes. And like y'all said, I meditate and I pray. I write my goals down. I do a lot of reading, a lot of studying. I study a lot of Jim Rohn, Earl Shove,
Okay.
Neville Goddard, um, like a lot of the metaphysical people. I study a lot of those guys, and I read the Bible as well. You know what I'm saying? So like I think I'm like well grounded. I'm not perfect, of course I'm not. I got my moments, I got my issues like everybody else. But I know that like in my heart, like that's why I tell people all the time, like my heart is there. You know what I'm saying? Always. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I do my goal setting. You know what I'm saying? I try to just visualize, pray, meditate, write it down, and I have my moments of burning too. I have my moments of burning. I like my little candles and stuff too.
Yeah.
Sounds healthy.
But overall, you gotta have faith.
Definitely.
Without it, you got nothing.
Definitely. What they say, a mustard seed. Mustard seed. That's what it takes. Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot that one. Lots of things on my mind right now.
It's okay. It's okay. I mean, this is more of like I wanted to do. Well, me, Janae, and our other co-host that isn't here today. We wanted to do something more on a positive note of goals and releasing negative things in our life because we just had a crazy full moon that just passed, right?
Yeah.
Y'all know anything about that full moon that just passed?
A lot of full moons passed.
Yeah, we had
The
a
one
couple.
recently on October 28th. You know what I'm talking about.
I know that one.
Yeah, I'm gonna say we had a couple of them. And this one today,
Okay, so what was that one?
this one was about what we're talking about actually.
Releasing things.
Release.
Yes.
You know, you gotta release things in order to receive things.
Yes. Oh, yes. Have y'all ever, like, gave away clothes and shoes and stuff, and then just start getting, like, abundance of things come in?
Yeah. Especially when it was from like a positive. Well, I feel like anytime I do that, it's from a selfless place. Anyway.
Yeah, a place
So,
of love, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so have you ever did that, Mark? Like, gave away a lot of stuff, and then just, like, blessings to start pouring in? Yeah, I feel like part of like letting go of things is part of your blessing. Like releasing certain things is how you get more blessings.
Yes.
in your
Gotta
life.
make room.
Yeah.
You
for the
gotta
new,
make
you know what I'm
room.
saying? Out with the old, in with the new. Yeah, maybe that's symbolic to, you showing the universe that you're ready for something new by getting rid of something.
Yes. That you hold so dearly. Our ego could hold on to things so dearly for what's comfortable.
Right.
That stagnant non-growth stage. That's needed so you can get to that next too.
Again, it goes back to like what I was saying earlier, at that crossroads when you have to get rid of something to get to a certain place. You know what I mean? That you know you don't really need a dead weight. You know what I mean? So again, that's symbolic of what I was saying. You know what I mean? Because once you get rid of that, you get to a place, you gain something. Once you get rid of that thing that you know that you don't need no more. You know what I mean? So that's kind of like the moral to the story as far as what we're talking about, getting rid of bad habits or we're getting rid of bad things,
you gotta let it
anything
go.
what it is.
Yeah.
Cause it was a time like, you know how so much be going on and you be worried about so much, and then it just be like, okay, you gotta put it in God's hands. You gotta stop worrying. And then as soon as you stop worrying, it's
Your
like
answer.
yeah, your answer there, and then you receive way more than what you was expecting. You know what you was praying for. So you just gotta relax sometimes. It might not happen when we want it to, but it will.
Because when
That's true.
we speaking into the universe is a vibration. We kind of we creating those things that we saying to come back to us. You know what I'm saying? And then thinking is a form of that as well. You know what I mean? So you always constantly thinking negative. That's why when you stop thinking about it, like what you said, you stop focusing on that negative. Now it's like, well, damn.
That's all I had to do.
And have you guys ever like stopped doing something, like when we was talking about the bad habits? Have you ever like released something and then like received a huge blessing? Because I have.
Yeah, that's basically what you said. Yeah, you just said that. You know what I mean? Like you giving away.
No, I was
something
talking about clothes and like I was talking
Well, I
about
guess-
like material stuff.
I guess when you said that, I was applying it in
Oh,
all
okay.
areas. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? So yeah.
Yeah, because I know like that has happened to me like a couple times. I remember like when I stopped smoking cigarettes. And then like
I
all
can't even
type
picture
of
you with a
stuff.
cigarette.
Girl, I used to buy packs of cigarettes.
You was up there blowing them down.
What was you getting?
What, a Newport?
Newports like a motherfucker.
Nah.
Y'all won't even believe it. Girl.
Ooh,
And I
to the
quit smoking
core.
cigarettes.
Niggas everywhere
cold
will puff
turkey.
on recycled tar. Ain't that what Newport stand for? Have you heard that one?
And rocket fuel, they got rocket fuel in the bottom. That orange, that's a compound in battery acid and shit.
But it's
So you was smoking it down.
embalming fluid as well.
It's real
But
bad.
Newport is supposed to be an abbreviation for niggas everywhere will puff on recycled tar.
Niggas everywhere will puff on recycled tire. Y'all hear that shit? Y'all just learned something today. Newport stand for niggas everywhere will puff on recycled tire. That's some fucked up shit.
Legendary.
And you was one of them niggas.
I definitely was. But I quit smoking that shit. Cold turkey. Cold turkey.
If you want it, you would do it.
Yeah.
You know, it's whatever you want. If you want it, you really do
I
it.
let that shit. Oh, that shit was whew. But what I was saying was like I stopped smoking cigarettes and then like all type of stuff started happening for me. And it was like sometimes you just have to release that one thing, one bad thing that you're doing that's killing you or hurting yourself to receive a blessing. And sometimes that can also be in people too. When you're holding on to people who don't mean you well, God won't give you the blessings that you deserve because it's not meant for that person. So when you bringing in people who's less deserving, you can't receive your blessing because God said this wasn't for them, this is for you.
Yeah. And it would make
It
that
happens all
person
the
very
time.
uncomfortable.
Oh
too.
yeah. Oh yeah. Most
That's
definitely.
why, and that should have friends looking at you funny, right? Because it's like, damn, I had to cut you off, and then when I cut you off, all of a sudden I blew up. Now they looking at you funny, like
Yeah.
you did something. And it's like, no, that was just the universe put me where I was supposed to be because I let your ass go or release. And they may not have been you as an individual, but
The energy just wasn't
I
aligned.
separated myself from that circumstance, from that situation, from that arena, from that area, whatever it is, and I got my benefits. I got my result.
Yeah.
And now I'm the bad guy because I got what was for me.
They'd rather drag you down to hell than let
Yeah.
you go to heaven.
I swear to God. That is so true. This is true.
It is. it is. And it can get deeper and deeper. But for real, that's what it is.
Yeah. So I feel like it's very important for us to set goals, guys. Like, make sure you guys are writing down your goals. Make sure that you guys are taking the necessary steps. Make sure y'all taking action towards the things you want. You can't just sit there and say it and twiddle your fingers in your hair. You gotta put the work in. Okay? That's the point of the goal setting. Also, let go of the things that's not serving you. People, places, and things, doesn't matter, whatever it is. Like, if it's not for you, if it's not serving you, if it's not doing something good for your spirit, it's not doing something good for your life, it's not, like, adding any type of positive value to your life, what are you doing? And I don't mean, it don't have to be monetary or material. You see what I'm saying? But if it's making you feel drained, it's probably not a good thing.
It ain't for you.
Probably not good for you. Yeah, it's probably not good for you if it's making you feel drained. And I think that's one indication that something is of lower vibration. If it's making you feel drained.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely.
Oh
Yeah. Because it will drain you. And then you can see it too. Like, it's been a lot of things that started draining me, and then I started looking at myself like, oh, wait a minute. You know, like, I ain't even looking the same no more. It's sucking me. And I ain't trying to look dead. You know what I'm saying? But
and then you'll be questioning yourself like, why do I feel so tired?
Yes.
Why do I feel uninspired? Something is draining your energy.
yeah.
I done been in relationships like that.
Oh, yes.
I go, we have a good time, we turn up, we chill, we do our thing, we lay up, we chill, and then by the end of it, I feel drained and you feel happy. What is that? Nah.
It ain't it.
No,
It ain't it.
I don't think that was it.
Time to go.
I don't think that was that. I don't think that was that one. Okay.
Yeah, time to go.
Yeah. So, anybody got any closing statements or anything else they want to say before we close the show out? We probably closed out a little early today.
Peace and blessings to all. Like I said, I'm grateful to be here. Thank you once again.
Yeah, we want to thank Mark for having this wonderful platform for us to do our thing on.
Yeah.
Appreciate y'all, man, coming to take advantage of the platform. I mean, it wouldn't be nothing without y'all. I'm more 7 Mile Radio than I am. I'm just the one that cut the lights on and press the buttons.
The scientist. You the scientist
You
of
was
it
supposed
all.
to hit the button right there.
Was I supposed to hit the button
You
right
supposed
there?
to do something. Yeah. Drop them bombs on them people.
Yeah.
I love that bomb thing.
Yeah,
and
hit-
that clapping hands. You mark I love the clapping hands.
Yeah, I love the. Hey, I'm about to say something. Every time I see something, hit the bomb. So, shouts out NWO. Shouts out Davis Dillon. Shouts out the whole crew. Shouts out everybody that see me for who I am. I believe in y'all. Thank you for believing in me. Keep pushing forward. Fuck the world. Keep doing your thing. We did it, y'all.
We did. We really did. Now, you got any clothes? I mean, that chick, you got any clothes to say?
Now that's when you supposed to be like, hell no.
Hell no.
Do that again.
That shit.
Hey, bro. That chick mother say, don't do me like that. I was rolling when I watched that shit.
But like I said, you know, you make sure y'all write everything down. Believe in yourself. Do not let anyone discourage you. Mm-hmm. Just because they don't see it doesn't mean it ain't for you. Mm-hmm. You know, so just stay true to yourself.
Stay true to you at all times.
Yes.
That's what's going to make you be successful. Because, I mean, you can't be nobody else.
But true.
You feel me? The moment that you're trying to be somebody else, that's when you're going to take that L. And one that you can't come back from. Mm. I feel like...
and you guys just stop telling people all your business.
Ooh.
You gotta stop telling people your business.
Ooh.
You know, don't tell them your plans.
Oh yes.
Events lead to other rooms
Because sometimes they will take your plans.
Oh yes.
And then you'll be like, damn, they doing the same. That's what I said.
That's what I said.
Oh, so now
I said that.
oh, but you ain't never had this idea.
Man, what?
This all me. I got it in my notebook.
Oh my God.
And now you done took my shit.
Yes. Absolutely.
And then they fail. Then they come back. Hey, friend.
Oh.
Yeah.
I can't stand that type of shit.
How you doing, friend?
You would never be my friend again doing some shit like that.
What you got going on today?
Right. You need
What's
some
the next thing?
inspiration?
What's the next thing I can steal from your friends?
Yeah. Cause that one ain't work for me. So what else you got?
What else you got?
Yeah. Twisted tapeworms from a Universal Circus.
For real. Like, people will definitely do that to you. Mm-hmm. They try to come back and see what else you got for them that they could use to try to do some shit. That shit weird. Anyway, yeah, I think we pretty much summed it up today, guys. You know, let those bad habits go. Write your goals down. Stay focused. Stay motivated, and most of all, stay true to yourself. Okay? Love the people and use the money. Don't use the money and love the people. don't use the people and love the money.
You said that backwards.
But we got you. Use the money and love the people. Don't love the money and use the people. Okay? I got that from Myra Golden too, by the way, guys. But anyway, Crush the Podcast. Signing off, guys.
Peace.
Warning. You are now tuned in to 7 Mile Radio. 7 Mile Radio.